Hey guys, happy Friday night! Welcome to Friday night Mario Party. What Mario Party are we on? Mario Party 3! Welcome to Friday night Mario Party 3. Thank you guys so much for being here and welcome on into the stream. I'm MadameWario, I'm your host for this evening, and I'm a little scatterbrained because this is my final Friday night Mario Party until after I have thumb surgery. Ugh. Not looking forward to it. But it is what it is. This has been a long time coming. This has been a few years of struggling with thumb pain that I've been dealing with, and so we're finally, hopefully, taking care of the problem. I've had some weird diagnosis in the past. It's like, oh yeah, it might be this, but no. We're finally treating the issue. I'm getting surgery next week, so I'm very nervous, but, I'm also just wanting to get it over with at this point so that I can heal and recover and not be in pain every single day of my life anymore in my thumb when I do things. So I've been trying to take it easy this week, and I'm still doing some things outside of streaming. Like, I've still been doing a little bit of crafting, but nothing too hardcore. I've been painting. Ooh. I've been painting. I organized Pokemon cards for like 5 hours today. It took way too long and it's still not done. But it's nothing like intense. Like, I haven't been crocheting. I haven't been gaming much. I did play Fall Guys 2 rounds, but I lost immediately, so it was fine. So, excuse me, sorry, I'm choking on my own spit. I played a little bit of Sims 2. Just to kind of see how my hand does in a stagnant position. I'm trying to like practice, it's not really working, but trying to practice like being one-handed kind of. It's a lot. It's just not something you can really prepare for. So I'm probably gonna ice my hand during the stream just because I'll be sitting here, why not? So yeah, that's been the number one thing in the forefront of my mind is like, oh my god, surgery's coming up, I don't want to do it, but I have to. And I feel very different this time going into it than last time when I was supposed to have it, where it was just like not even like a thing that was like, I wasn't getting straightforward answers of yes, this will help you until I switched doctors, and then it was like, let's go over everything in detail and see where we're at, and got a clearer answer. So, today and tomorrow, these are the last 2 streams until I don't know when, because I have no idea when I'll be up to streaming again post-surgery. My husband, Odin Spack, will probably keep you guys updated at first. He'll probably, you know, message in my Discord server and let everybody know how I'm doing. And things are just gonna be really slow to get back. This is something I know from being a dancer. When you have an injury or you are recovering from something like this, trying to rush it and force yourself to do things that you're not ready to do is the absolute worst thing that you can do, because it will prolong your healing, it will prolong the pain, it will prolong everything that you're wanting to rush. So it's like, So I'm gonna be like super anal. I have a lot of like alternate streams planned, and just to get started, you know, so if you're looking forward to like lots and lots and lots of gaming, like, you're gonna be disappointed, because that's not happening for a while. And I'm kind of going into this time using it as kind of a time for me to reflect on what I'm doing online these days. I feel, if I'm being totally honest, I feel like I'm a little burnout. I'm in a very like stale place. Things aren't really moving. I don't see a lot of growth and change at this moment, and I also feel like it's because of me. Like, I'm not doing anything different, and that's like the definition of insanity, right? Is doing the same thing, expecting something different. Like, it's not gonna happen. So what worked 2 years ago doesn't work now, essentially. So I'm kind of gonna be doing like a lot of analysis of like how I want my content to be. There are a lot of things that I'm just like kind of over online. Like, I'm kind of over the whole like drama that's like online all the time in a lot of ways, and I think part of the, again, I think the main issue is like how I've let it get to me, or how I've dealt or not dealt with things. So I am gonna use this time to reflect. So here we are, getting really deep immediately. But this stream, honestly, you guys, it's going to be an AI game. We're going to get started so I can just kind of talk during it and update and go over anything. You guys can ask questions. Feel free about everything coming up. But I just, you know, this is going to be an AI game, so I'm not using my hands at all. We'll probably have a poll going into it. I'll wait probably a couple turns in. I'll let you guys pick characters, I'll let you pick difficulty, all that fun stuff, but that's the tea on that. So that was a lot. I don't know why I just like word vomited all over everybody. I'm so sorry for being this way today. Like I said, I'm just like very anxious at this moment. But happy Friday, everybody. I hope you're having a good start to the weekend. I have certainly had a productive, but less than as productive as I wanted to be start to the weekend. I think I was just too ambitious today. Let's be real. But anyway, welcome StarDev94, Phoenix Warriors, Tim Lauren, Psycho Nacho Man, Trash Panda Toby, Ice Yoshi, Miguel DLX, Scottman895, Ms. Mario Fan 7, V Bowie, Brandon R3DS, Fun Guy Ellie, almost messed that up. Ant Fitz Dix 1995. Odin Spack. What is this like VS thing you've got going on? What? How do I get one? Breehawk. That's my I'm losing my mind. That's just for Bree. She'll know what it means. Actually, she will not know what that means at all. But that's how I'm starting this out. I just needed to get that out there. What?
I'm into the points, but they're not your average points.
Does she know?
I'll tumble for ya, I'll tumble for ya, I'll tumble for ya, I'll tumble for ya.
I'll tumble for ya. I'll tumble for not. I'll tumble for ya. It's I'll tumble for ya. I'll tumble for ya. A. That's like the remix. Bree's gonna come out with a remix this year. She improved it. She did. I love Boy George, but she made it better. Bree, I saw your message right before I hit go live, so sorry I didn't respond, but I'm responding now by saying yes, you went to recital. How was it? Thank you so much for 71 months. Bree was my first sub. She's like my best friend in the world forever. So anyway, but she's always here, so thank you, Bree. All the baz. What else was I even saying? Did I introduced myself, I introduced the stream, I said hi to everybody, maybe? Narusonic, did I say hi to you? I don't know if I did, but hey girl, hey. And anybody lurking, welcome. So, what we need to do is get this set up, and then I will just, like, keep talking. Not gonna lie, I'm personally excited to see you do different content, but then again, I'm probably different because I was never here for Nintendo like other people are. Bree, I also just feel like you, and a lot of people at my streams, honestly, a lot of you guys, I feel like you're here no matter what I play or what I do, and I really appreciate that. That's like, you know, the core group. I see you, like, I know that you're here to support me no matter what. It's just a matter, it's just an order of business. Like, this business that we call content creation is tough. It's hard. It's very daunting, and it's always, like, moving. And to get growth is to do things differently, which is annoying, because when you really like something and then it gets stale, it's kind of like you have to mourn the loss of it a bit. She's your best friend until Rosebird comes along. That's true. Sorry. Rosebird's my best friend, if I ever meet her. When that song first came on, I was like, oh great. And then when Simply Irresistible came on after, I was like, okay, I'm being stalked. You are. Okay, I'm gonna switch screens. Shamelessly. Why would I have shame in this? Promote my Etsy because, girl, gotta make a living on that art. I don't know. Just gotta do it. Okay, so I need you guys to, This is the only bit of button pressing I'm doing. So I need you guys to pick characters, and then I need you, do not do this all in one thing. Just pick characters for now. I'm just gonna say that. Just pick characters for now, because if I say more than one thing, people get confused. Oh, hi, Jilly. Are you knocking my stuff off the table again? Thank you. Whoa, Big Pixie. How's it going? Alright, pick those characters. Is Nightbot working? Yes. Okay, characters. We need 4 characters. Go. Ms. Mario fan picks somebody. Maybe. I don't know why I'm not seeing it. Yoshi. Yoshi. Alright. Picking Yoshi. Thank you so much. Raquisha, welcome to the stream. Narusonic is picking Peach. Oh, we've got the like nice duo, according to Nintendo. I was napping, and it does not look like 8 p.m. outside. It doesn't look like 8 p.m. outside ever in... It does not look like 8 p.m. outside until like 12 a.m. in Indiana. Nightbot. Alright, well, Nightbot chose. Wow, cool. I was like, if it rigs and chooses like Nightbot or something, I'm gonna pick Wario.
Please, Daddy?
You can get up yourself.
Nightbot is rigged.
It is! Thank you so much, Scottman. And Miguel, what you pick? I really wish this would highlight the comment. Why do you suck, Nightbot? Where's Miguel? Big DK. Wow. Almost had that bottom row. Alright. Now I need difficulties. Please, please pick difficulties, you guys. Easy, normal, or hard. I don't care. Whichever one. Pick difficulties. It's gonna be a fun time. Oh, wow! Psycho Nacho Man with a gift sub. All the boss to Miguel. Thank you so much, Psycho. Thank you so much for that. I really appreciate it. Gifted 1,046 subs? That is unfathomably... That is an unfathomably large number of gift subs. Thank you so very much. Okay, ready? Whoa, it's rigged! Pixie every week. Well, there is no intense, so Yoshi's... Wait. Oh, right. I have to be Yoshi at first. Okay, Yoshi's gonna be, whatever the last one is then. So, thank you so much! Let's go. Oh, Psycho! Okay, what did Psycho pick? Psycho, if you didn't pick, feel free to say what you want Wario to be. You chose hard. Thank you. Okay, Bree! What you want? Get really thrown off by how late the sun sets in the Midwest. Oh, it doesn't set. Like, and I love it. I love it so much. I love that the sun is up until it's like 11:30 p.m. Out here the last 2 years when I was there during June, July, sunset began at like 9:30. Confused me. Seriously. You're just picking difficulty. Pick easy, hard, or medium. Or whatever. Normal. Basic B. Okay, and then, so Bree's gonna pick for DK. Easy mode. Alright, and then not Wario. Yoshi is going to be... Oh gosh. Wait, hard. Okay, I like this lineup. Everybody's hard except except for DK. Alright, DK's gonna get... Well, I kind of hope he wins now. So dumb. Okay, no handicap. We're gonna do the last board in Mario Party 3, Woody Woods. Shoot, there we go. The subpar version, because Superstar version is much better. We're gonna keep it at 35. I'm also just, like, not streaming as long this week. I said this at the beginning of the week, so if you weren't here on Monday, streams are shorter this week. Yes, these are fine. notoriously we get wacky watched a lot, so it's probably gonna be like 5 turns long anyway, and we'll have to start over. So like, we'll just see how it goes. Also on this, this game, if it's absurdly short, what's great is that we can do a dual map, because those are super fun. Anyway, yay! Alright, sorry Yoshi, but you're going third, which is like the worst. I am going to have to change this. Now this is gonna be super kind of speedy because they move really, really quickly along the board. Let me make sure everything's on though. Like every minigame is turned on for us to watch. I think it is. I want to say. Okay. Boosh. So let's do this. Yoshi's gonna be set to hard. Show calm. We don't need exclamations. Explanations. I know words, I swear. See, look how fast they go. I kind of wish you moved that fast, though. Wouldn't that be nice? Sprats, welcome to the stream. Let's go DK. Ooh. So, this is not what I would have done. I'm gonna judge Wario's moves hard because that's who I would be. But it doesn't matter because it's not really me in the end. So anyway, this is an AI game. When we first get back into Mario Party, we're supposed to play Mario Party 4 for Friday night, Mario Party next, whenever that may be, after my surgery. But I don't know if you can set all CPUs in that. If you can, then we'll just do an AI game. Probably at first. And we'll probably just do some AI games for fun anyway, sometime, just to catch up. Because it's honestly nice to have this on and like just kind of talk and share whatever over it. So that's probably what I'm gonna do when I first like get back into Mario Party, but I was going to update, by the way, if you're part of my Patreon, in lieu of polls, because there are not going to be very many Mario Party polls coming up, I wanted to post like fun behind the scenes updates, and then I was like, is anything I'm doing right now fun? I don't know. So I might just post more of like an IRL update of like, wow, here's the not fun things that I'm doing behind the scenes. I don't know how interesting that will be to anybody, but that's probably what I'm gonna do. Look, Wario's dominating! Let's go! I believe you can for Mario Party 4. Thank you, Yo-Yo. And Yo-Yo Yoshi! How's it going? It feels like you move that fast in the first game. It definitely feels like you... Now that you say that, it's like, yeah, it does kind of seem like you move pretty fast. I don't know if it was quite that fast. Look at this, like... Oh, let's go! Wario coming in clutch. So sparkly. Peach was like trying... See what I mean? Peach always tries to give Wario a run for his money. Phantom, did I say hi to you yet? Or did you walk in during the chaos that was characters and difficulties and all that stuff? If you walked in during that, by the way, and I missed your name, just because there are a lot of usernames usually when that goes on, I'm so sorry, but welcome to the stream. That goes for anybody who walked in. What was I talking about? What was I about to say? I don't know. Regardless, in AI Mario Parties, you can kind of chill and talk, and I'll probably do an AI game in Mario Party 4 if that's the case. Mario Party 5 actually has more than just one board left, so that'll be the next poll on Patreon that I'll have. Again, it'll be a while away, because it's not... I have to recover first, but yeah. So anyway... Patreon behind the scenes? I mean, I was talking about that, but I was also kind of done talking about that because I didn't have a lot to say about it. Other than, like, I think I'm just going to post, like, fun little updates for you guys instead of polls. Just to keep something going on there. I just feel like I have had nothing great to offer content-wise that is, like, podcast-worthy or post-worthy, and maybe I'm just, like, being too hard on myself, but I just don't... I've been so, like, anxious about surgery coming up and now stressed about, like, trying to get out of this apartment that it's not real. I haven't really been in the most creative state of mind when it comes to content. And it's like everything I want to do is too ambitious for right now. It's just like, okay, this is a really bad time. I do have some videos that have been in the works for a long time, though, that I might, like, try and work on during recovery, because mouse and keyboard is going to be, like, the easiest thing to come back to. Or so I've been told, because I don't have to hold anything. Rocky Mount, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it all adds up, which makes it difficult. It really does. It's just like a mental weight. Okay, well, Wario's not winning this one. It's just like a mental weight, and it really does affect everything. And I feel like I've just not been in a great place mentally anyway. I've been struggling with depression lately, and I think it's just because of the same stuff, like the buildup of, like, I have all these things I want to do, and now my life feels like it's about to go on hold, and I can't do any of it. So it's very difficult. It's been a rough couple of weeks just leading up to this, I think. But I have been trying really hard. One thing I have been doing outside of streaming is I've been trying really hard to, like, catch up with people that I have not talked to in a long time, and kind of build up my just see friends that I haven't seen in a long time, and, like, reconnect to have a better support system. Because so much of what I do is online that it's like, okay, I need to, like, step away and do something IRL. So, anyway. So for this type of surgery, for trigger finger or trigger thumb, they can just numb the area, but if you're me, that's not an option, because my biggest phobias surround needles and hospitals, and anything to do with the whole medical realm is just not for me. So I'm out. No. That's not happening. So even my original doctor, she's like, well, we can just, like, numb it and hold it to the side, and I'm like, she's like, but not for you. I'm like, yeah, definitely not. So I am not that person that's like, it doesn't bother me. Like, no, I will never be that person. Anyway. Hope your surgery goes well. I'll miss the streams, but I know that healing process is going to take time. Oh, I will miss the streams too, believe me. But thank you, I appreciate that. Going back to what I was going to say, though, or not what I was going to say, what I was talking about in the beginning of the stream is, like, I think it's just, maybe it is a blessing in disguise, because I feel like I'm overdue for, like, stepping back and reflecting on where I want to go from here and what my goals are for Twitch and for online content. I kind of want to make videos again, in a way. I kind of want to, like, post more, like, vlog style stuff. And I think I want to do something different, I guess, than what I've been doing. While also, like, yes, I still want to stream Mario Party, and I still want to stream, like, Nintendo stuff, don't get me wrong, but I just, like, feel like I'm burnout, and so it'll give me some time to kind of analyze where I want to go from here. Ooh! CB Stratton. Sorry if I said that wrong. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Hot recommendation for the Friday night Mario Party vibes. We're just talking, like, real talk at the moment about streaming and content creation and stuff, but gosh, sorry, my throat is, like, not wanting to work with me. Anyway, also Mutonic 30, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Ooh, Ice Yoshi, I hope you don't mind hydrating with Dr. Pepper. I feel like this is the opposite of hydrating, but thank you, Ice Yoshi. Anyway, like, I could not imagine having been awake for any surgeries. So, what's funny is, because I saw what you said earlier, Brie, about, like, okay, that seems wild. Which it does to me, too. I'm just like, I don't really think so. I don't think surgery is something you should be awake for. But, when I had surgery on my eyelid years ago. And I was terrified going into it because they were like, number one, you can't cry when you have to get an IV or any of that, which I always cry because I have a horrible phobia. So I was like panicking over not being able to cry, first of all, because they were like, you can't do it. The tear ducts will like, can screw things up. I don't know. It was just like, because it was my eye, I was like restricted. They were like, any other situation you could cry, but because we're on your eye, like, no, you're not allowed. It'll like puff it up and be a problem. So I was like, great. And they had to wake me up during it to see what, like, to make my eyes look symmetrical, because they were literally, I mean, I had a condition called ptosis, which means your eyelid starts drooping and obscuring your vision. And this is something I've had since I was a kid and didn't, because we had to like analyze pictures and like I had to get all these things done to make sure it wasn't something else, like there wasn't like an internal cause for it. And so we had to rule everything out, in other words. So once it was like, okay, no, you clearly had this like as a kid, it just wasn't as noticeable because you were younger, you know, it wasn't as bad yet. And you can even see, like, in my old videos, like, if you watch my old YouTube videos where my face is in them, because there aren't very many, I mean, they're, like, update videos and stuff, you can see it, the difference between then and now. And so anyway, that was, like, but I will tell you, when they woke me up, it was, like, the weirdest... It was just like a weird daze. Like, I don't even know how to... You know, if you get woken up in the middle of the night and you don't... Like, somebody wakes you up, or you're, like, jarred awake, like, say, by a thunderstorm, but you don't kind of come all the way, like, awake. You, like, fall right back asleep. Or if somebody's, like... Or, I don't know. If you remember being a kid and it's, like, you fell asleep on the couch or something and your parents are, like, waking you up to make you go to bed and you're like... so tired. Like, it was like that. Like, it was like this weird fog of, like, sleep and just being like, what? But the thing is, they were putting stitches in, so it was like tugging, and I remember feeling like my eyelid tugging. It didn't hurt, it just felt weird. And then my reaction, my verbal reaction is to go, ah, like, ow, like, because I didn't know how else to react. Like, what else do you say to that? Like, a tug, woo, like, you're not gonna say anything besides, like, ow. And I remember them being like, I know, it's uncomfortable, you're almost done, you're doing great, and I'm like, this is the weirdest thing. And I remember it, though, I remember all of this, it was just, like, so bizarre. Anyway. So, that's how that was. It was very strange. I haven't had Dr. Pepper in forever, but it sounds so good. It was so good. It's kind of watery now, but your water is watery. It's so good. I've seen your name around mutual friends, but dang, here we are. Well, awesome. Well, thanks for stopping on in. So anyway, how often is crying voluntary, though? Like, how do you even mandate that? Well, I did have, the doctor I had, like the surgeon I had, he had the personality of like a box of rocks. Like, he was the most, he was just the worst doctor I've ever talked to in my life. Like, he had no bedside manner. He was the one that, like, when I was healing from the surgery, I was like, well, when can I wear makeup? You know, I'm, like, asking these questions, because I'm like, is it safe for me to wear makeup again, like, after it had been a month or so? And he's like, oh, yeah, you can wear makeup, but you can't take it off. And I'm like, so the actual answer to this question would be, no, not yet. But instead, you're just gonna be a big a-hole and be super passive-aggressive and talk down to me like I'm an idiot. And at the time, like, when I was healing, like, the eyelid was, like, higher than it would actually end up being. Like, it actually ended up falling down more than what it appeared at first because of the swelling and just, like, you just had surgery, you know. And my mom was at this appointment, and she's like, so will it go down to be more even with the other eyelid? And he's like, oh, I can undo it. I can take it out. And she's like, no, that's not what I asked. I did not say, like, hey, can you go in and reverse the surgery because it doesn't look... I said, will it change? And he was just, like, so... He was just, like, the most temperamental, argumentative person I've ever talked to in my life. Like, he wanted to be, like, this... You know, it was the classic, like, oh, he's a surgeon that does this, like, specialized thing, so in his mind, he's this big shot. And he's been on the cover of this, like, these medical magazines because he's so great. And I'm like, I don't care. You don't mean anything to me, dude. You're just, like, helping take care of a condition that I have. Like, that I have absolutely no control over. And you're the person who went to school for it. So, like, thanks, but, like, oh, that sucks. Thanks, but I'm not here to boost your ego. So, it was very odd. So, anyway, that was, like, how stupid he was. And... I actually had a friend. Wow. There's probably a message with that, and Siri's gonna be dumb and not read it, so I'm gonna read it out loud instead. Thank you so very much, Scott, man, for this $69 donation. Touching my wallet feels so good. Anyway, I hope everything goes well with the surgery this next week. I'm sending my thoughts and prayers over to you as you have a smooth recovery. You'll get through this and come out even better. You got this. Thank you so much, Scott, man. Thank you so much for that very kind message and support, and also the donation. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that so much. I gotta give all the Boz, all the Barneys. Not all of my emotes are showing right now. Hold on. All the virtual hugs. All the kitties. Let's get some kitties in here. And all the snowmen on fire, because that's how I feel right now. Thank you so much, Scott, man. Kudos to Scott, man, seriously. Also, I feel like I just need to remake. I just need to remake that alert and have it be like me and Odie. So I'm not like, hey, I need to pay royalties to the Lonely Island, is what I'm saying. Or maybe the artist. I don't really know. Anyway, coming out of my shirt and then my skirt came down. It's such a weird song. I got some words for this guy that can't be said in chat. Oh, I do too. I definitely, whatever they are, I know what they are without knowing what they are, Brie, and I agree. I know, I need to get an ice palace to recreate it in. I really do. If you guys have never seen the actual music video for Oops Oh My, it takes place in an ice palace for some reason. It really doesn't make any logical sense. It just doesn't. It's quite a time. So anyway, well, that was a long story, but long story short, I had surgery on my eyelid years ago with a doctor who had no personality whatsoever, so, it was just weird. But it's done, and now I don't have to deal with it again, and my eyes look a heck of a lot better than, or the eye I had done looks a heck of a lot better than it did before, and I can no longer, I no longer have to worry about, like, obscured vision. Right, Julie? She's like, I don't know. Why are you talking to me? I'm so sorry. Oh, come on, DK. DK's on easy, you guys. I need to see what turn we're on because I said I was gonna do a vote, like a prediction. And now might be a good time. So we'll do a prediction once I see what... Of course I'm not gonna be able to pause because this is gonna take 7,000 years. I'm just gonna set it up anyway because I don't really care. Okay, great. We don't care. Really, I'm not allowed to pause during any of his stupid little 4-turn thing? Turn 7? Okay, good. So let's start a prediction. What? No. Who... Hold on. Who is going to win? We have Wario. Wow, this is almost exactly the same as the last time I did this. It's Wario, Peach, Yoshi, except DK instead of Luigi. The submission period is going to be 2 minutes. And the prediction starts now. So if you don't see the prediction in the chat, refresh the page because it should just pop up at the top or at the bottom. I'm not sure which way it pops up for you guys, but for me it's at the top. Anyway. Woo! Yeah, dump them all into DK, Psycho. He could win. It's happened before. It happened on Halloween once where I set Peach to easy CPU and everybody else was on hard mode, except for obviously I was playing, but yep, and Peach won, and she was the only easy CPU. Does it say EK? Okay, no it doesn't. That was just Odie. I was like, that was just Odie typoing, because for a second I thought I put EK instead of DK. Eonky Kong, yeah, totally. What turn is this again? Well, it's about to be turn 8. Almost. I did that on purpose. Oh, because of easy. I'm so slow. I'm so sorry, Odie. Odie thinks I'm like too slow for his jokes. But what he doesn't know is he's also too slow for mine. Anyway. I feel like I'm gonna... Dang, DK has a lot of points.
E.K. Eonky Kong. He's the eater of the E-unch. You know him, E.L.
Siri did a good job of reading that one, Psycho, honestly. Look, he's still in this. I mean, they're probably both gonna lose, but he is still in it. For this minigame alone. Oh, he could have had that. If he would have let go of the snowball, he would have had it, but he didn't. Is the poll over? Or the prediction? Alright, so let's see. It says, wow, Yoshi and Wario both have a 6% vote. Yoshi has a higher wager, but that's okay. And then DK has the highest wager and the highest number of votes. So 62% say DK will win, 26% say Peach will win, and then, like I said, 6% on both Wario and Yoshi. Well, fun! The dog swapped couches! Aww! Odie's dog's sitting right now. Dog, dog, doggos! Oh, that reminds me, I haven't even said this yet because I've been belly aching about myself this whole time, but happy birthday to both my brother-in-law and my nephew. Big Cypheron and Big Rainbow, happy B-Day! So yeah, Odie's dog sitting. We, unfortunately will not be able to make it to either birthday party this year, but that's okay because we will hopefully be in better shape for next year, right? With a working thumb. So that's the goal, right? Next year we're gonna have a working thumb at 2 different birthdays. Or at all the birthdays, but, you know. Anyway. Rooting for Yoshi and Wario even if I didn't vote. Happy birthday to the big baby boys! Anyway. Yoshi loses. Wow, that was a week ago? Wait, what was a week ago? What are you talking about? I step away for a minute and miss all the fun! I'm sorry, Yo-Yo! It's okay. You can just root... yeah, just root for the two of them. Even though you won't get channel points or lose channel points, you'll know. Your mom was a week ago. Wow. Oh!
Yoshi.
Let's go!
Yoshi.
Yoshi!
Yoshi loses this game. He can still win the board.
Aw, thank you, Scott, man. Yoshi did lose this game, though. Immediately. So, thank you so much for the biddies! Your mom was a week ago. She so last week. She'd be so hurt. I had it on. I didn't, like, fully pay attention to... Well, actually, I kind of did. I did have some popcorn and I iced my hand during this, which I need to do in a second, but, oh, garage sales. Oh my gosh. Odie went garage sailing last week and he scored pretty big, I'm not gonna lie. Anyway, I watched Mean Girls the other night because it's on Netflix, and I always laugh when Regina's mom comes into Regina's bedroom when Katie first goes over to her house, and she's just like, "Mom, can you go fix your hair?" Because I just think of my mom, and my mom's very sensitive, and so, like, if I said that kind of thing to my mom, even now, she'd be so hurt.
I give a
Like, so, no, that would not be okay. Yoshi with the gift sub! Thank you so much! Thank you so much, Yo-Yo! Brandon, getting that gift sub! Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. And Scottman, thank you for the biddies once again!
on fire.
What? And the hype train, look at this! All the hype.
As
Thank
you can
guys.
see, when Wario gets controlled by a computer,
so
a
much.
fire starts, and MW and Odie's bedroom is catching on fire.
And he got a key. Thank you so much. You girls make me young. Ah, I love you so much. Thank you, Butonic, also. Yo, level 2 already! Thank you guys for the hype train. Always appreciated. Bobo finally validating my hobby! So here's my problem is I don't like used stuff, and Odie loves, like, antique mall shopping and garage sailing and all Goodwill and all
Hey,
these
I'm
things
doing
like
it. Stand
I
up
just can't
straight.
do it.
Stand up straight. You know what? I was standing up straight.
Oh
Wanna
my
do that? You
god!
gotta stand like this. Start
Stop,
out
man!
hitting it. Hitting it.
What in the...
Ah, I'll give him a bye.
Thank you so much! Thank you so much for the 10 additional gift subs, Scott man! To Wallow Genie, Proper Purple Paper, Dark Tower, Barney Tinted Yoshi, what a great name. Dill Pickle Streams, Danny Rivera, Danky, not Danky, I kind of wish it was now. Ms. Sugar Rush, Nagisa, Panda in Pink. Thank you so much, Scott man. That's so kind of you. Thank you for 10 gift subs tonight. More than 10, because you had didn't you have a gift sub earlier? Regardless, you've had more than 10. You've had 538 total, so thank you so much. Thank you so much. He has not gone to any auctions yet, Bree. Not in person, but eBay auction, he has, definitely. Which I think almost all of us have. And if you haven't, you gotta do it. I can't remember the last time I bid on something on eBay, though. Like, I just have not, bought anything off of eBay in a long time. Or anymore, if I do buy something off of eBay, it's like buy it now from a store. It's not even an auction. So, is DK winning right now? Does he have a reverse mushroom? Because if he does, He's set up for the next star, too. What? And he's getting the bank? Oh, there's nothing. There's nothing in it. Okay. He's not winning, but he is in second. Ooh, look at, Wario with the strats. Do it, do it, do it. Yay! Revenge! Or not even revenge, justice. Because I had my lamp stolen last stream from Peach and she didn't even use it. She did not use my lamp. Which was very upsetting to me. Anyway. Oh my gosh, I just saw the Dolly redeem. Ooh, Dolly! Hello, Dolly. She's here for it. Oh my god, this helps DK. The reverse curse? I need to cut this tag off. This tag always, like, looks annoying. I need to cut the tag off, finally. Anyway, I don't think I've used eBay since college. I still use it, but again, I don't really use it for auctions so much as just like buying like cosplay materials or craft supply in bulk. Like I use it for that kind of thing. And if I haven't played a game in a couple years and I know I'm not going to play it again, I usually either I'll usually sell it online, but even that hasn't happened in a long time, so. Anyway, she could potentially win again. Peach could, but I gotta root for my main man, Wario. And then I kinda gotta root for EK, just because he's on easy. But yeah, the only thing I've gotten from eBay was a copy of Pokemon Fire Red. I mean, eBay can be great for finding like retro games in good condition for a decent price. Better than going to resale stores sometimes. Just depends, honestly. Or if it's like a new game that you don't want to buy used from like GameStop or something because they only knock like $5 off. Better way to do that. Go, 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 go! Whoa, Genie! Thank you for the biddies and welcome to the stream. The only thing I would want to buy there are electronics and just don't trust that I won't get scammed or get knockoff or whatever. I think you just have to know the right way to look. I have sold on eBay for so many years now that you kind of just have to trust the accounts with a lot of feedback, accounts that are older. You know, look at the feedback, how long ago was it, like the number of items they're selling. And I'm not saying like, oh, only buy from people who sell a lot of stuff. Like there are people that don't sell very much at a time because it's genuinely like their own collection or something. So anyway, so I think you just have to know the right way to look and it makes it easier when you sell on there. But wait, sell my cameras for more money versus doing buyback at the store? Yeah. Right, that's the thing. That is, as a seller, I know like as a seller it's very true, like you have to cover all of your bases if you sell an expensive item. Like for example, if you were to resell one of your cameras, Brie, like if you were to resell a camera, you need to make sure you like ship it with a service that's insured, but also aside from that you would need to cover all your bases when shipping. Like take pictures of your process of packaging. So like, you know, if you bubble wrap things, take a picture of that, and every picture you take have like, you need to have like a written piece of like, write the person who won the auction or whatever or bought it, write their username on a piece of paper and take a picture with that piece of paper, or even their full address, like everything, because you're not going to share it with anyone. This is just for your record to protect yourself. You would like take a picture of the shipping label with each package process. So like again, you bubble wrap, take a picture with their username, tape it up in the package, you know, just so you don't get somebody, because this happens a lot where people will a buyer will like buy an item, but then they'll be like, it came wrecked and it was broken and it looked like this, and it's not even your item at all. It's something else they have. They just want to get it for free. So like if you cover all your bases, then you're good, but it has to be worth it. I mean, this is for expensive, like hundreds of dollars, or an item that would be over $1,000 or something. You would do that for, because it's like, it really doesn't take, you're gonna have to package it anyway, so all you have to do is snap a picture on your phone of like each thing you do. So it doesn't take as much time as it sounds like. I know it sounds like a lot of effort, but it really isn't any more than what you're already putting in to like ship it in the first place. So, and I think just being somebody who has worked on eBay for so many years doing that, like, if you do it a lot, it's second nature. It's second nature to me, but anyway, but yeah, I don't want to get rid of my cameras and get a new mirrorless and try to get back into photography though. Sorry, I read that wrong. I do want to get rid of my cameras and get a new mirrorless. Yes. I'm so scared of what you just said. It really, you know, you also as the seller have the right to cancel any sales that you make if you feel like the person's suspicious or like they don't have any feedback or whatever, you know. You can set restrictions. Wow, skeleton keys. 2! What is this 2? Did I miss something again? Why are you doing this, Wario? How could ya be? How could you? Yeah, I'll give you not 1 but 2 keys to throw away. Cool. Well, thanks, Toad, or whoever gave those to whoever. Now, $100 after here. Sweating. DK and Wario got 2 cherries in that. What? That's it? I probably would have done the same thing. You're right, Pixie, but I may not have chosen that moment to do the same thing. I probably should take this opportunity to ice my thumb. I've been trying to ice my thumb a bunch this week, at least once a day, as it gets closer, multiple times a day, just to take down swelling and make sure I'm covering all my bases going into surgery so I'm not like all swollen. Because I don't want any kind of nerve damage or weirdness, so I'm like, ah. I'm gonna grab some ice while this minigame's going on. Hi, baby. Jilly's like, I don't understand. And by ice, I mean those sweet frozen peas, baby. I had to get organic. Like, what a waste. Organic for my injury. Like, they didn't have regular, so yes, I'm organic today. Does inflammation affect nerve damage? Inflammation just makes the surgery more difficult for the surgeon, and it makes the healing process more painful, is what I've been told. They were like, the more swelling you have going into it, the more painful it's going to be to recover because your hand's already inflamed. So that's kind of why I'm like, let's try and get a hold of that going into surgery. So I just don't, you know, it's like, it's a possibility. They can't say like, oh no, that can't possibly happen with like nerve damage, but it shouldn't. So, just wondering if more ice would have prevented my nerve damage. That wasn't something anyone ever said to me. This was also something that my first doctor did not say to me, but she was like, the more you lay off and the more you are rested going into surgery, like the easier your recovery will be. So, yeah, basically I don't want to chance anything. Exactly. I also, this is such a, I'm one of those people, I'm like, I just want it to feel colder than it does. They're like, don't put ice directly on your skin. And I'm like, but it doesn't feel cold enough if I don't. Oh, dumb. So, so, you know. Your Mountain Dew tastes like sunscreen? Well, that could be a good thing, considering I love the smell of, I love the smell of, like, tropical scented sunscreen. It's like, you know, smells like coconut, pineapple, whatever. Ooh, getting that Bowser suit. Let's go. Oh gosh. So anyway. Pink Eagle Soaring, welcome to the stream. Welcome on in. We are 14 turns in, by the way. Ooh, getting the mystery bag. That's a good item. That's a good item. 3 good items. I like when the item bag is actually good. How do you know what sunscreen tastes like, though? That's true. But if it tastes like sunscreen smells, then you know. How long will the surgery take? Not long. I don't think it's like a lengthy procedure. Ooh, golf game! My favorite perfume borderline smells like sunscreen. Oh my god, I love... Hole in one! Let's go, baby! Yeah, I love the smell of sunscreen. Oh no! Your last tube of cream sunscreen spilled inside your backpack? Ugh. I like the spray when you go to like the pool, but it makes you like greasy otherwise. Like for a daily thing, I can't do it. It's like, okay, I need lotion, but you like rub it. And I also like the lotion better for the beach because like it just feels like it lasts longer and protects you better if you're getting in the ocean like I do. So it's just like, it just feels like it's more hardcore. It's nice to touch up with the spray, but I think I would always start with the actual like lotion you rub in. Daily is different, but at the beach I prefer spray. I just like spray for like, again, the pool, or if I need to like reapply, then it's a little easier. I would agree, but it probably lasts longer, covers better, but I do not like trying to put lotion on at the beach. It doesn't bother me, but it is more annoying. Look at it! A Wario making bank? Ooh, he made the right call, yo. You don't like your adult beverage? Toss. Just pour it down the drain. Wow, look at Boo, perfectly in that middle space. To steal my money. How could ye? Anyway. Dun 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 dun. What is this? Let's go. Oh, I hope he uses it on somebody. Anyway. Interesting, Pink Eagle. I've never heard of this, but... So I have absolutely no clue what that is. So I can't really weigh in, but... Very interesting to know that something like that exists. It's almost summer, you guys. We're like less than a week away. Which means after this weekend, and at my first stream back after surgery, we're gonna have those Fat Camp alerts. Those MTV Fat Camp summertime alerts! And I'm planning a watch party for it. We're probably gonna do 2 streams, like, Fat Camp year 1. 2005, I think, is the first year, so we'll do 2005, and then the next day we'll do 2006. Honestly, though, I might end up watching it once before that, like, while I can't do anything else, so... It's crazy that we're halfway through June. I keep thinking it's still February or March. I felt like January was 8.5 years long, and then every other month has been pretty quick. I also feel like I don't really know what month it is, not because, like, time has gone so quickly. Like, they've gone by fast, but more so because weather has been, like, just really nice since, like, February. Like, February was not, like, the cold, dreary, gross month that it typically is. It was, like, a very warm, springy, kind of, like, in between, like, cold and hot, or cold and warm. It was just, like, really pleasant spring weather, and then it was just like downright like, oh, shorts and a t-shirt weather the 1st of March, and then it kind of fluctuated between like, ooh, nice little spring weather, and then like kind of a summer moment, and it's kind of stayed that way. It hasn't ever gotten super hot. We had maybe a few hot, what I consider like summer days that are like, ooh, pool weather, but we really haven't had that many. We've only had like one weekend of pool weather, and that's it. Everything else has been pretty tame, but very nice, like beautiful weather. Not much rain until this past week, which sent me into like, oh my god, it made me so depressed. It was so gloomy outside. So yeah, it's just like, the weather's been like, we don't usually get like, and I feel like a lot of people say this no matter where you live, you know how it's like you get winter and summer and then like spring and fall don't really exist. It's like, oh, that like in between like beautiful weather, perfect temperatures people dream of, they just don't really exist. That's what we've had. We've had like really nice weather. So we've had a genuine spring for like the first time that I can even remember, where it wasn't just cold and then hot. But, you know, I know it's for sure that way in the Midwest. It's all over the place. And I feel like most of America is that way in general, unless you live on, like, a coastline. Then I think it's more either warm or cold all the time. But, you know? Yeah, it's been really mild. That's a good word for it. It's been really mild here. So I'm, like... And it was, like, even chilly this week at one point where it's like, wow, this is weird. But, I mean, not, like, super cold, but, like, not, oh, wow, it's almost summer, guys. Like, colder than what is typical. So it's just been strangely mild. But very beautiful. I've gotten outside way more this year. I've kind of made a point to go outside as much as possible this year. More than I usually have been able to in the past. I think it helps, Odie and I being together, you know, we're able to do more. You're able to do more outside because you have somebody to do fun things with, but... Dang, did Wario switch to easy difficulty too? I mean, it felt like it in that game, but... He just sucked. So yeah, I guess, have you guys all been getting... It sounds like a lot of you have been getting strangely mild weather for where you live too. So maybe that's just like that's just a thing this year. Yeah, I was complaining like, ooh, it's not cold enough, and now it's like, my hand is like numb. It's so cold. I think I have about 10 more minutes left of this. I'm supposed to ice for 20 minutes, so. Today was chilly here, never got to 70 degrees. Dang! Isn't that weird? I mean, it's 69 out today, or right now, where I am. But it did go over 70, so. Wow, my weather's been exactly the same as yours. You don't say, Odie, you don't say. Totally. It's been in the 80s in my neck of the woods. We've had a couple of 80-degree days, but nothing in like the 90s, really. I think there was a day or two where it got up to 90, and then that was it. That was like the peak, and then it just wasn't. And I get it, like 80s are hot, but like pool weather for me is like in the 90s. So I don't feel like any day has truly been like a pool day except for maybe like one. Now they're all gonna take... Oh no, they didn't take 10 years. Sometimes they get stuck and they like can't figure out how to get to their place of judgment. Anyway. Let's check out the standings. I don't know where everybody is right now. I don't know what's going on fully. Peach is in first, 2 stars, 35 coins. EK is in second with 2 stars and no coins whatsoever. Oh, here he goes. Oh no. Oh, please be the cake game. Please. Please be the cake game. I'm so mad at myself for not picking Little Chomp every single time like I say I will, and then being punished because of it. Dang it. I mean, I like this one, but it's not as good as the Chomp game. Alright, Wario, you gotta win this, because Yoshi has bet all your money on it. 5. I called it! Did you see me call that? Let's go. Let's go! He's gonna get 2. He didn't! Wario, don't go! Don't go for it. Don't. Okay, good. Yay! They go for it sometimes, and it's like, why did you do this? I can see if it's like the only way you can win, because it's the last turn, and if you don't get more than double your coins, you're screwed. But, like, that was not the case there. So, yay! Thanks, Yoshi! Woohoo! Wario did it! Also, we're on turn 17. I was like, I'll take a break at, like, turn 20, probably. Ooh, 20 and 20 coins. I'll probably take a break at turn 20, because at that time, I'll probably be ready to take the ice off. And this is the worst. I'll be ready to take the ice off and take a nice little stretch. Wario, what are you doing? DK's on easy. Everybody else is on hard. DK's on easy, and he was on it. Like, what is this madness? Bowie, am I nervous about surgery? Definitely, yes, I am, but I'm also, like, just nervous because I don't like... I'm more nervous about, like, the recovery, like, how painful is it going to be? How long is it going to take? Like, these unknowns are what that's what I'm more nervous about. You know, I trust the doctor. I trust it to make my condition... to improve my condition and take away my pain in the end, but in the beginning, it's like, I hate dealing with pain. So, that's what I'm nervous for. EK! Slot cinch? If someone asked me, hey, what Mario Party is slot cinch from? I would be like, I have no idea because you just made that up. Like, I would not think that was the name of the game. I wouldn't realize. Thank you so much, Bowie, for the gift sub to Pink Eagle Soaring. Thank you so very much. 21 gift subs in total. Thank you for the gift. Congrats, Pink Eagle. Thank you so much, Bowie. Big appreciate all the bars to you. Have they given an estimate for the recovery process, or is it too soon? They always give, like, I feel like any time I've ever had anything, whether it be an injury, surgery, you name it, it's like 6 to 8 weeks. My doctor said, it depends on your usage level and everything, how long it will take you to recover. So basically, if you're someone who doesn't, like, use your hand very much, other than just, like, your daily stuff that you, I mean, everybody uses their hand, don't get me wrong, but I'm just saying, like, you know, like, I use it for work. I play games, I crochet, I draw, I sew, whatever. Like, I use my hands a lot more than probably the average person. So, like, the average person is gonna take less time to heal than myself because my version of healing is, like, when I can finally do all of those things again. So, my doctor was like, you know, it'll take just for healing and, like, getting back, it'll take about 3 weeks. But then for all that other stuff, you're looking at more like 6 to 8 weeks before you can really start, like, really getting into some of that stuff again. Which, it's like, it sucks to think about that because it's like kind of it feels like the whole summer I'm not going to be able to do anything with it. But I can't say I haven't been down this road before where it's like, okay, I can't use it for everything, I have to lay off, but you know, it's still, it's gonna be better than then, so I know it's gonna be a better outcome this time than just going through, like, occupational therapy and laying off and not using it, like, you know. Shliam, welcome to the stream! I know that was kind of a long-winded answer, sorry if that was confusing, but it's just one of those things I can't put an exact number on, but, like, typically healing is, like, 3 to 4 weeks if you are not using it for your job, and if you are, it's probably longer. Which is a lot better than what my first doctor tried to tell me. She's like, oh, people go back to work the next day, and I'm like, so I'm gonna be able to do everything the next day? No. Just reading, like, the info packet about, like, how to take care of it for that first week after surgery is, like, I can't even, like, move, like, you're supposed to, like, move your fingers and, like, elevate it, but you can't, like, use it. You can't lift anything. You're gonna have, like, a wrap around it, like, and you can't even get it wet for a week, like, at all. So it's like, that's cute, but not true, so thanks for lying. Anyway, yeah, Tuesday stream, you heard it here, folks! According to my first doctor, this is why I switched, because I was like, well, this woman has wishful thinking. No. What turn is it? I feel like I am almost at 20 minutes for my ice. Okay, good. Yeah, so the next turn, I'm gonna take a break. So after this next minigame. Unless we get a battle game. And after the next 2 minigames. Peach, you don't have enough money, don't do it. She didn't. I thought she might, though. I thought she might. We saw Toad, now we're seeing Bowser. Oh, she's lying. Yeah. Wrap, numb, pain, stiff. You coming to work today? The day after surgery. Yeah, totally. Like, why would anyone say that? No one would say that and mean it. What a riveting minigame to watch CPUs play. Games like this aren't that interesting to watch them play because they're not going to make, like, really funny, stupid decisions. Oh, they were, like, really cool. He's an easy CPU! Why were they exactly the same for a bit? Oh my god. So, you guys, tomorrow, by the way, speaking of streaming, tomorrow's stream is going to be my actual final stream until after surgery. I'm playing Toontown Rewritten. It's been a while. I've been holding off on playing it, waiting for, you know, closer to surgery and post-surgery and all that, so I'm pretty excited! Woo! Okay, I need to pause this. Pause. Pause. Okay, good. I'm gonna take a quick little break here, you guys. So, give me just a couple minutes, and I will be right back. Take a break, get a snack, do a stretch, party in the bathroom, do whatever you need to do. I will be back. Howdy folks, welcome back. I'm MadameWario and welcome back to Mario Party 3. Friday Night Mario Party 3, that is. Woody Woods edition. Where we are playing an AI game, meaning I am not playing. This is all completely left up to computer players. All CPUs are set to hard, except DK, who is set to easy. So we're gonna get back into it and see what chaos ensues. Currently, Peach is winning with 3 stars. Wario's in second with 2. DK's in third with 2 as well, just less coins. And Yoshi is struggling, so... Yoshi, what happened? Anyway, hopefully you all were able to take a little stretch break or a little cat break, as I took. I had to give Jilly love, because she's cuddled on the back of the couch. Are you gonna get down and say hi to everybody? She's like, no, I'm gonna get comfy. She's been grooming a little bit. But I had to give her kisses. And we're right back at it. This is turn 20 out of 35. So still going strong. We've just been having a little bit more of a real talk kind of stream, kind of a talk and listen stream. No, that sounds way too aggressive. But we've been just having kind of like a conversation. I've been kind of just telling what all has been going through my head, preparing for my trigger thumb surgery next week, and kind of anticipating everything that goes along with recovery, which is like lots of anxiety, some depression over like, you know, not being able to do things and feeling like I can't, what am I doing right now? And also just like trying to figure out what I want to do post-surgery with streaming. And like I said, I have a lot of ideas of different things I want to do. And if you've been kind of in and out of my streams, because I know not everybody can make it to every single stream every time, and I don't expect that from anybody. For those of you that do, it's amazing, and I'm so grateful to you for committing to my stream schedule in that way. But I know it's not realistic. Everybody has lives and things going on outside of streaming, and you know, you have to take time for yourself sometimes, and that's just how it goes. That's just life. But I know I have talked about a couple things. I want to have a couple watch parties. I said if I met the rent fund, then I'll have a Hot Rod watch party. The movie Hot Rod, which is like a Lonely Island movie. I talk about them all the time. We saw it earlier tonight, thanks to Scottman. If you've ever seen the $69 donation alert, that's like, I looked over to the left. That's the Lonely Island. Hot Rod is a fantastic comedy. It's so dumb, but it's so hilarious. Currently free on YouTube right now, so I want to do a watch party of that. We're supposed to do Super Zoom In too for the memes, so that would be a thing. I'll be sure to do like fun. Odie will do my makeup for that or something. But anyway, that's something that's happening once it's actually summer, which is in like less than a week now. We're gonna watch MTV Fat Camp 1 and 2. That is a watch party that's not tied to an incentive of any kind. That's just something we're gonna do because it's fun. I said I want to have a spa night. So that way we can have like a little spa night together. We can do face masks, and I'll do my nails or something. It'll be kind of like a creative stream, but like spa edition. And you guys can join in or just like listen if you want. Yes, you're gonna do my makeup, Odie. I'm really excited about it. It'll be a whole to-do. When is the Odie does your makeup stream? I know, that could be a stream within itself. Honestly, it could. That could be a stream within itself. But like, I think spa night would be really fun to do like some pampering, and do like a, I don't know, we could do like a meditation or a short yoga, something in that. Definitely make it, I'll definitely make something of that, and as I plan it, it'll come together a little bit more than just like, we're gonna do face masks, and that's it. We're gonna do more than that, but, we talked about a hot tub stream, but it's just The Sims in a hot tub. Or just me in the bathtub with hot water and like a turtleneck. You know, just the opposite of the brand. The opposite of the branding that is like, look at me being this hot girl in a hot tub. Like, no. What else? I know I have other things written down that I have not talked about. Those are the things I've talked about on stream, with getting back to streaming after surgery and not playing games right away. Also, tier lists and this or that, like, Bree and I played this music video game. That sounds wrong. Music video, like, bracket style game? Not video game, but video watch thing. Anyway, where you, like, pick which video you like better or which song you like better. I think that would be a lot of fun to do that kind of thing on stream. We talked about having a throwback, like, let's watch dumb meme videos from yesteryear together. But, well, it's a good thing you like makeup because my hunch says I'll put too much compared to too little. You know what's funny, Odie? This takes me back to, like, when I was picking my wedding dress and I'm like, I need, like, all the things. And the lady helping me was like, okay, well, I just don't know what's too much. And I'm like, there's no such thing as too much. And she's like, okay, that's me with makeup. So if you do too much, there's no such thing. So I'll be like, oh my god, it's drag makeup, let's go. Like, the number one thing, like, that I'd be like, what is, my reaction in a negative way would be like, well, it doesn't look like I'm wearing any. So, no, you've seen me. You'll be good. Yes, interview streams. That was another thing I had written down, and I don't know if I talked about it on here or not, but that was one of my things I wrote down, was like interview streams with friends or fellow streamers, whoever. I don't know. I did like it was almost like a stream podcast series during the pandemic, during like 2020. That was my like dance talk showcase. And it was a little tricky. It was a little hard to do because it's hard to talk about dance to people who are unfamiliar with the dance industry and have some things that are said not be taken and run with that are just completely not what I was trying to say at all. So I know that because I had mentioned like, oh, you know, I could mention one little thing like the teachers are really hard on you, like they expect a lot from you, they want you to do well, blah blah blah, and then I'd have people in the chat being like, oh, you were in an abusive situation, like I can't believe you were abused like that, and I'm like, huh? Like when did I say this? I did not say this at all, so it was a little weird. So I don't know if I would do something like that, but I would probably do like, I'd probably try and keep it more game related just for the sake of not getting a weird vibe that I'm not really going for. And I didn't back up those streams on purpose because I didn't want things to be like analyzed or come out the wrong way or something. So I'm like, we're just gonna not worry about that. But yeah. Yeah. I don't know. Interview me! I will. I'll interview you, Odie. I probably will, honestly. Like, I honestly will. Trivia nights, or Name That Tune I would love to do. Just regular trivia night, I probably won't do something like that. But I would definitely love to do another Name That Tune, because I haven't done one in forever. It's been a few years, so that would be a fun thing to set up, and I could actually have Odie help me run it. Because he is like the guru and the creator of like Name That Game Tune on Twitch. Which sounds like a bold claim, but honestly he is. Like every single person I know, whether it's a friend of mine or not, uses like his rule set or some derivative of his rule set. And it's just like, well, you know, that's it. So he really knows what he's doing. So that would be an easy one for us to do together where I know he'd be willing to help me with that. And he'd be better at like the technical side of it than I am anyway, because that's like what he did every single week for years. Podcast interviews again. I probably would just do like streams of like interviewing somebody. Rather than, like, I had my Madam Talks series that was supposed to be, like, when I see people in person, and then I never saw anybody ever again because there was a pandemic. So I want to do, like, that kind of thing, but just on stream and virtual, or, you know, Odie will be in person, obviously, but, like, probably everybody else would be virtual. Also, Ace of Cookies, having that be... What is this cute little thing? It's really cute. Welcome to the chat. People seeing abuse everywhere is why abuse isn't taken seriously. It's true. Or it can be true in a lot of ways. 'Cause it's like, that's not what I said. You know? Yeah, or like when people get similarly offended about costumes. Yeah, I see that a lot online too. I just see a lot of weird things online that I'm like, I think I'm gonna steer clear of that. I think I'm gonna like just not involve myself. Like, I see a lot of things on Instagram that are like, I see a lot of ballroom recommendations. I never did ballroom dance, but I love ballroom style. Like, watching it is so cool. And I'll see like these kids competing and they do such a good job, and then you look in the comments and it's like, how could they sexualize children? And it's like, if you're thinking of that child sexually because they're in a cute little like dance dress, you have a problem. You need to go to therapy or counseling because your pedophiliac like mind is the problem, not the kid. So maybe you shouldn't be like turned on by a child. Maybe you should go to therapy. That's my my opinion on that. So that's not me. I'm not here for that, and so I'm just like, I'm not gonna participate in that. So that's just kind of what drives me away from being like, this isn't the right medium to talk about that on, or to share that kind of stuff on, because it's just not, that's not what it is. So people online get offended by the tiniest thing and it makes me annoyed. Online is a weird place. It just really is. So I'm in favor of rewatching your old LPs as long as it's not mine again. Yes, I would love to do that too. I have had several people be like, oh, what about like reaction streams? And those are always fun to do. Like, they're embarrassing, but it's like, it's out there. Like, how embarrassing? Is it really that embarrassing? That was like a million years ago. It's just funny. I am sexually attracted to this child, and that's your fault. That's basically what those people in the comments say. And I'm like, therapy, let's go. Anyway. The peach stocks continue to rise. I'm not paying attention. I need to look at the stats after this game, which Wario is not winning this time. He had a really good win earlier today. Now that he said that, you should do a let's watch all of Odie's old LPs. Let's do that too. Oh, I embarrass myself on a daily basis without trying. So maybe I just am that's why it's like, ugh, I don't even care. But I feel like Odie does not embarrass himself on a daily basis without trying, so that's why he's like, don't watch mine. We already watched your first one, and then I watched one of yours recently, and you were like, why are you watching this? And then you got all sucked in, Odie, so I don't know. I did watch one on stream. I did. It was for, I said it was like August 33rd, and we watched all of Odie's original Let's Play of Rad Gravity from like 2008. This was a while ago. This was maybe a couple years ago, like 2 Augusts ago this coming August. Watching Odie's entire YouTube catalog marathon. I embarrassed myself earlier because I got frustrated trying to learn how to use contacts and started crying. Not the easiest thing to do, honestly. I don't wear contacts, like I've never had to wear them, and then I did wear them for a cosplay, and it was very difficult to like figure out how to put them in and be like, you know, it should be easy, and you're like, this shouldn't be this hard, but it was very frustrating, and I tried and I had to like leave it alone for a while and come back to it later, and I eventually just had to have someone straight up show me. And I think it's also one of those things that anybody who does wear contacts, they do it without thinking because they've done it for so long that they don't even know how to explain it anymore. It's like, I don't know how to tell you how to do this because I just do it, like, which I get. But yeah, if it makes you feel any better, I also cried the first time I tried to put contacts in, and I was in public at a lens crafters. You know, and guaranteed, that probably happens so often too, and you just don't realize. You don't know, but ask Griff if you can do an It's the Program watch. Oh my god, yes. That's something I feel like I would just want to like that's an interview right there. Be like, hey Griff, can I have you on one of my streams to talk about It's the Program? That would be fun. My mom was so mad. Why was your mom mad at you? No, that makes it worse. I couldn't keep my top lid from blinking. My technique was fine otherwise. Yeah, just try again. Just give it some, like, take a break from it, try again later. That's usually the best thing to do with that. Never forget that phone. Pixie, are you talking about in Odie's original Let's Play? When the phone rang and he just left it in? Oh my god, that was so funny. Well, you'd watch first and interview it after a later date. I guess that would make sense, so that way anybody who was here for the stream would have context if they had not seen it already. That house phone! No! Hate when parents get mad at you when you're already upset, and then them getting mad at you just makes you more upset. Seriously, no! I get it. Like, parents are only human and they're trying their best, but sometimes it's like, did you really think that was the best option? No! It wasn't! Yeah, no. It's very true. My dad used to yell at me all the time. No. I think also just, I think there's been a lot of change in societal norms and gender norms and all that fun stuff in the past, like, even like the past year alone, but, you know, like, especially in the past, like, 5 years. And, you know, when I was growing up, there's this whole concept of, like, well, boys have to be tough, and they can't cry, and, like, girls, it's okay to be, like, to cry, but it was kind of presented, like, because you're weaker. Not because, like, oh, it's okay to cry to get your emotions out. It's, like, because you're not tough and boys are. Like, it was kind of that was kind of the vibe of when I was a kid, and so then it's just like you have these extremes with it. You have like extreme parenting where, you know, probably some moms or whoever felt that and are like, oh, well, my girl's gonna be tough, and then it's like they're harder on you for no reason, and it's just more hurtful in the end. Oh, look at him leaning! The Jalalim! I'm a girl and it wasn't okay for me to cry. Yeah, exactly. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was probably just, like, one of those things, like, oh, well, you have to be tough then, because you're not allowed to be weak either. And it's like, it's not a weakness thing. It's just, like, you're getting your emotions out. Excuse me, sorry. Huge fan of men being allowed to cry. Me too. I don't think my parents ever got mad at me for crying. I don't remember that ever being a thing. Unless it was right before... There was only one time, and it wasn't even a mad thing. It was like, if you had all your competition makeup put on and you start crying, and it's like, no, you're gonna make your makeup run, and you're like stuffing the Kleenex. I do remember that as a kid, and then like starting to laugh because of how insane, like you can cry, but don't mess up your makeup. That's like so dumb. I've seen that happen so much in the dressing room. It's always like, it always makes you start laughing because you're like, wait, that makeup though. I cried a lot. What? I'm also a girl, and there were times my parents would get mad at me for crying. Like, what? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't remember my parents ever getting mad at me for crying, because I feel like tears were just shed a lot in general over a lot of things. We were very emotional children. My parents are pretty emotional too, though, so maybe that's it? I don't know. It also wasn't ever okay for me to be sick, which still subconsciously gets me now, which is ultra weird post-COVID. Ugh, yeah, that's not good. I feel like the one thing like that was I wasn't allowed to be injured. That was like, well, you idiot. Like, I do remember feeling that way when I would get injured. Like, it was my fault somehow, which was not okay, but... That was the only one. But crying, no. And... Tears of the Queendom. What? I have this distinct memory of one time I forgot the context. I'd start crying in the car, and one of my parents was just like, you cry at the drop of a hat, in the most frustrated tone, and that just made me more upset. Well, yeah, because it's like you feel judged, right? And it's not for any reason. But yeah. I think, also just being like, oh, every time I cry, I always feel so embarrassed. I think that honestly, as a kid, teen, adolescent, growing up, whatever, I think that embarrassment is the most, like, hurtful part of growing up. That's, like, the most harmful part of growing. Sometimes you can't help it, but, like, it's that kind of stuff that just makes you feel awful. Like, because you feel judged, you're, like, judging yourself, you're extra hard on yourself, and then you're, like, I don't know, just, it's the whole shame, like, behind something. Is, like, anytime there's, like, embarrassment associated with something is when it's, like, the worst. And And I think that's something that not all parents are good at, like, identifying, like, oh, if I say this, that's gonna embarrass my kid. Like, maybe I should be kinder. But generally getting mad at people for things outside of their control is bizarre. I don't get it either, Shliam. It's very weird. Whoa, Lily Lang and Go For Alex walking in at the same time. How's it going? There's no challenge Go For. I'm about to have thumb surgery and I need to lay off. So it's just, I'm doing an AI game just cause that's the best for my health right now. So there's no challenge. Except DK won it for the team. Easy. I also said I was gonna go over these stats and never did. Peach and Wario are tied at 5. Yoshi now has 2 stars somewhere in the midst of all that conversation. Yoshi and DK, who's in last, but I'm anticipating a comeback. Oh, thank you for the hydrate, Walugini. Gosh, what turn are we on, by the way? 27! Alright, we're getting close to the last 5 turns. So... I'm 19, still young. Having autism makes it so hard because I'm always so hard on myself, and everyone tells me to think about something. I love just try and make me feel better, and I always think about what the other person feels over thinking about myself. I mean, our minds are... Your mind is a very powerful thing, and it sometimes works against you in ways that don't make any sense, just because we're all human and trying the best we can. And, you know, especially if you're, like, compassionate or an empathetic person, your mind can run away with things that you can't do anything about. Like, you know what I mean? Things that you have no... You want to help, but you can't. Got new glasses. They're purple. Oh my god, I love the color purple, so... That's so fun. Running to go get waffles with my mom, which has sesame seeds and coconut. What in... That's like a fancy waffle. Oh my god, that makes me want Mickey waffles though. I have like faux Eggos in the freezer that I keep forgetting about. I'm hydrating with this cherry Pepsi! I am also really hoping they add this game to Switch soon, Go For, because they announced it like 8 months ago, it feels like. I don't know how many months it's actually been, but it was a while ago. Like a long time ago. And I'm like, can we please... Because this cartridge, of all my Mario Party cartridges, 1, 2, and 3, this one is the most finicky and it always has been, so I'm like, I need another way. Plus just like, then I can play everything from the Switch and it just makes stream setup easier. I want a waffle now, I know, right? I know, I've been doing the same thing though, Ace of Cookies, where I've been hydrating with soda, which is truly the opposite of hydrating. Anyway. Everybody I know has complained the same thing, so not trying to add fuel to the fire, but why does Nintendo drip feed us these games that they announce? They're like, look at these 25 games that you're going to be able to play on Switch. And then it's like, but we're releasing one every 3 months over the next, you know, however many years that takes. It's like, can we not go that slow? I'm like 10 minutes away from hydrating with beer. That totally counts, right? Totally counts, according to Pixie. I don't even know. I know, Nintendo's NSO release is dripping slower than our faucet. It's true. They got all these games they said for 2023. Time's a ticking. It's true. It's like, where are these games? What happened? don't understand. It's just weird because it's like, you're still very occupied with Tears of the Kingdom Phantom, but still come on, Nintendo. That's what I mean. Like, it's like, okay, there are other games coming out that you might be playing, but that's... You know that they're not using this logic, though. That doesn't make any sense anyway. It's like, you already announced this, Nintendo. Like, get on it. What are you doing? So... You'll be able to play all of these games at some point in the next 10 years. I was really hoping that last week a Nintendo Direct would be announced, and that... Oh, look at this! Wario! And that we'd get some games for the holiday season as well, because that's the other thing. I feel like Nintendo just has not said much of what is going on at all lately. So, I don't know. Maybe in the... There's still 2 weeks left of June, and I... myself was kind of anticipating something popping up in June, like Direct-wise. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world, but it just seems kind of weird, because like everything else is coming out with news, every other game company. They haven't announced it, but I hope we get Smash 64 soon. Then again, did Pokemon Stadium 2 release yet? I feel like we're just, that's the thing. I'm not even excited for what they do announce, because I know it won't be for the next decade, so it's just like, why get excited about it when it's not gonna happen forever? Yeah, it's just old stuff. I don't know why they treat it like it's a brand new thing. Like, sure, it's new for younger generations that didn't grow up with that stuff, but like, come on, or people who didn't get their hands on every game. But Mega Gamer, how's it going? Nintendo's just drip feeding us because they need to save their games while they prepare for Nintendo Switch's successor console. Who knows? They probably are working on the next thing, but I'm still not like totally convinced because of how well the Switch is doing and continues to do. But they have literally nothing coming up at the end of this year, so... Even Apple came out with news, and they aren't a game company! Even Apple was on it. Come on now. Yeah, Pikmin 4 is like the last big title coming out. I love the dog in Pikmin 4. I've never played a Pikmin game. I don't really know much about it, but the dog is really cute in the new one. Super cute. Anyway. Oh my god, I would love Mario Galaxy 3. If that were announced, I would be so excited. I haven't even played Mario Galaxy 2 yet, and I would be so excited. Yeah, E3 got canceled this year. E3 got canceled, but like, but all the companies still did something, except Nintendo. You know what I want to get, though, which is releasing, I think, in like September? I don't know for sure if that's the time, but I want to get Pokemon Sleep. Like, what a cute concept. I feel like that's something that's like, would be so contradictory for children in like the funniest way, where it's like, oh my god, I gotta go to sleep so I can catch these fun Pokemon in my sleep, but then like you wouldn't be able to go to sleep because you'd be too excited about which Pokemon you were gonna get while you were sleeping. Like, the catch-22 is real! Anyway. Oh, it's next month? I thought it was in August. I thought it was like closer to fall, but let's go sleep. Anyway. I love the idea of... Look it up, Brie. Seriously. Look up Pokemon Sleep. Because it looks so cute. It's like an app that tracks your sleep patterns. It's like a health app. But also, like, you wake up and it's like, these Pokemon reflect your sleeping pattern. Like, it's so goofy, but so cute. Yeah, seems like the time for Pokemon DLC. Agreed. Although, I say that and I'm like, please don't announce anything new because I am so far behind. But I'm also not the... What are you doing, Wario? I'm also not the majority, so like... you know, probably majority of people are like, yo, I already, like, mastered Pokemon Legends and have completed my Pokedex in, like, Pokemon Violet or, what was the other color? Scarlet, and I'm like, I played 3 hours, yay! The one game I have fallen way behind with is Disney Dreamlight Valley. I fell so far behind because I got to a good point where I'm like, I'm waiting on the update, and then the update came and I never picked it up again. So I'm like, oh, and then it just kept, more updates kept coming, and I got so far backlogged that I like got discouraged from picking it up again because I knew I was gonna get sucked in and play it for the rest of time. So I'm like, okay, I need to just no. Plus it crashes a lot on the Switch. For me, it would anyway. Excuse me, maybe they fixed that issue? I don't know, but it was rough. I feel like I hear nothing about Scarlet and Violet anymore. Yo, speaking of Pokemon, I mentioned this earlier. I spent, and I tweeted this earlier as well, I spent almost 5, I don't know how this happened, almost 5 hours going through all my Pokemon cards, choosing what to get rid of, choosing what to keep, and figuring out what I actually want to make a deck out of, what I want to make portfolios out of, blah blah blah. I mean, it was just like such a chore, and I'm still not done. Still not done. It's like I've sorted everything, and now I have to like put it together and still clean out. What I'm doing though is I have a portfolio of one set that is almost complete, and it's the one that I bought like the whole box of, that I did like the unboxing stream that was like all these cards, and I'm like Sword and Shield Battle Style. I'm gonna say the wrong name because I looked at way too many things today, but whichever one it was, I think it was Battle Styles. I have like a portfolio of that, and then I wanted to do a portfolio of the original 150 Pokemon, but just like from any set, like any set of cards. I don't care. I'm not trying to like complete the original 150 like cards Pokemon. I just want to like pick my favorite art and like display that, and then like have the one of each of the original. And yes, and ironically, this is the weirdest thing ever, they announced that Pokemon 150 card set today. So I'm like, sweet. So I have all these cards ready to trade so I can get the ones I'm missing, because I'm missing quite a few, but I also have a decent amount, I think. I feel like I just need like, I have close to half, maybe not quite, but like I'm somewhere, maybe like 40% of the original 151. And some are old, some are like original set, some are jungle, and then some are from Evolutions a few years ago when I got back into Pokemon card like collecting. And I think I've kind of just come to a general consensus that I enjoy playing online. I haven't really tried the new online app. I know the old one's dead, and I'm really sad about it because I really liked how it was. But I really like playing online, and I love playing with theme decks. That's kind of my thing. I'm kind of basic. And as far as like the art and the Pokemon I care about, I just like to collect the cards. I don't really need to use them. But I do have a decent chunk of cards that I have like multiples of, that I can build at least one deck, maybe two. 1 or 2 decks for IRL play, and then be good to go for the rest of time. So, and like, it's fun to buy a booster every now and then, but I don't think I'm gonna get like a booster box again, just because I don't want to build decks. I want to just like collect certain cards. So anyway, but yeah. Yo, Mega Gamer, you're kind of spamming a little bit here. And no, I have not. I have not had surgery yet. I usually buy like those 3-pack sets. Those are fun because then you get like multiple boosters to open. But it's not like overwhelming. And I love getting an Elite Trainer box. I do, but it's like, do I need that many cards? I really don't. So I'm like, I'm gonna have to discipline myself and be like, just buy a booster. Because Odie and I have a tradition where we buy a booster on Christmas Eve to have something fun to open that could be anything. So we'll probably continue that tradition, but that's also like once a year. So I thought about getting into collecting cards for this gen just because I like the Mons this time, but I'm not sure. That's kind of like, I kind of just realized too, I am such an OG Kanto 151 Pokerap style Pokemon lover. Like, I am just stuck in Gen 1 completely. Like, I love Gen 1 more than I will ever love any other gen ever. I've accepted it now, and I know. I know that's how I am. So I'm just like, you know, I think I just want to have those cards. Those are the ones that I get most excited about. And then, of course, I have a couple favorites outside of there. But, like, and I have, like, a favorite from each gen, don't get me wrong. And certain Pokemon types that are my favorite don't come from Gen 1, and that's fine. But I think overall I'm just a Gen 1er at heart, forever. But I'm excited, because now I can trade with people who have the new set that get multiples and don't need them or something. Lovely, Ken, you're fashionably late, but you're here to the party. And Rolly64, same thing, welcome on in. Anyway. Gen 1, best gen. I think it's just my age, too. Like, Pokemon was new when I was a kid. Like, brand new. It was a brand new thing. Not just to me, but to the world. And Gen 1 was the first one, and that's what I learned, and that's what I grew up with, and that's what I gravitate towards. Wow! Lots of hidden stars this time. I have seen so many of these hidden boxes. Also, what turn is it? Didn't we have the last 5 turns already? Yes. And Mega Gamer, you don't need to at me in your comments. I know it's for me, so just don't at me, just so you know. My favorite Gen 2 Pokemon? I gotta think. What is my favorite Gen 2 Pokemon? I don't know that I have one favorite from Gen 2. I think I have several. And I think it's kind of changed a little bit over the years, too. I know I love Miltank. That's one of them. I really love Miltank, as you see represented behind me. I also love the legendary dogs. I don't know. I love Cyndaquil. Oh my god. I don't know. I do love, Miltank, though. Do you have any love for Kingdra? I don't have much love for Kingdra. I mean, no offense. Kingdra's fine, but not. I kind of forgot Kingdra existed. Sorry. But yes, I do love Cyndaquil. I love the legendary dogs. I love, Miltank. I love... Who am I missing? There's a big one that I'm like... Oh, I love Mareep. Oh my god. I'm missing, like, several that I really, really love. And I can't remember anybody. I've looked at so many Pokemon cards today that I'm just like, what am I even doing anymore? Oh, I love Delibird. Delibird. I love Delibird because he's like Santa. Like when I bought my Gengar plush at Target, the employee at the pickup area was so jealous that it was for me. I also see a lot of Gengar plushies in other streamer streams. Gengar is a very popular Pokemon. And I love Gengar. I actually love Haunter more. Haunter's one of my, like, top 10 Pokemon of all time. But I love Gengar. I just love the ghost type. It's just so fun. And I love the original, like, Ghastly Haunter Gengar. I have a backpack of Gengar, like a plush backpack, so he's my plush. I do have a big Gengar plush from that. The gays love Gengar! Why? Who knows? But they have good taste. I don't know. It's true. But I don't know, I've just always been more of a Haunter person. I do love Ursaring now. Oh, I love Phanpy too. Panpy? I don't know. I have dyslexia and I can't remember which one it is. Phanpy, Panpy. I say it wrong every time. Yeah, I used to be like, oh, Big Everstone to Teddy Ursa, and then I realized, like, I don't know, I saw the anime and, like, Ursa Ring's such a mama bear and so sweet that I was like, oh, I feel so bad. I shouldn't have said that. So now I really like Ursa Ring too. Yeah, this is the second time we've seen that game, Turn of the Drew, and they've missed all the money bags both times. Both times. I also do like Houndoom a lot, but I always thought he was from Gen 3 for some reason, so my brain doesn't compute. There was a quiz it was trending on Twitter, like, this was like 2 years ago. I mean, this was not a recent thing, but it was like favorite type of Pokemon. Or one favorite for each type of Pokemon. And it was kind of fun because you could cheat with, like, Jigglypuff's my favorite Pokemon, right? But, like, normally, ooh, she'd be normal type, but she also could be fairy, so I can be like, cool, that's gonna be my fairy choice, and then I open up to all the other normies. And so I think I ended up putting Wooloo as my favorite normal type, because I love Wooloo. There are actually several Pokemon that have stolen my heart from the newest gens, which I was not anticipating at all. I did not think, oh yeah, this late, like, I'm gonna find Pokemon that I'm, like, absolutely obsessed with, but no, it's true. My favorite bird comes from Gen 8. One of my favorite normies. It just happens. I don't know. Corviknight is my favorite Pokebird. But yeah. There is no way, Narusonic, there's no way. I've tried to do tier lists of just, like, Kanto, Johto, and I make it, and then I hate it, like, 10 minutes later. I'm like, I don't agree with any of the things I said, except for my top favorites. That's it. I don't support this list anymore, and it'll be literally 10 minutes after I finish making it. Because I feel like I have, like, my favorites, and then everybody else, I don't really care what order they're in, I still like them. So it was really bad. And then people got really upset, and I'm like, I don't know, guys, I don't know what I was doing. I ranked, like, some super low that should have been mid, and I ranked some, like, kind of high that I'm like, that's so dumb. Why did I say I like that better than this? I don't. But, you know. Gen 3, I'm a lot clearer on who my favorites are. I love Wailmer. I love Wailmer. Big Everstone. I don't like Wailord as much. I love Skitty. Skitty and Wailmer, they can be a couple. I love it. They're like my two favorite animals. I love them. Skitty and Wailmer. And I love... Yeah, I don't have the Wailmer sitting cutie. I have Skitty is up there under the... How do I point to this and have you guys see? Right there. There's my Skitty. But, oh, and Shroomish! I love Shroomish. Shroomish and Skitty are the two sitting cuties I have from Gen 3, because I couldn't pick just one. That was, like, the only gen where I couldn't pick just one. I tried to get one sitting cutie per gen, but I couldn't with that one. I was like, well, I need more than one, sorry. Miltank was my choice for Gen 2. She's back there. She's so cute. I love Miltank. I actually have a lot of Miltank decor, so I don't know why I'm not just saying, like, yeah, that's my favorite Gen 2, duh. I'm looking around. For Gen 4, I love Per Beauty, as I call her, because I don't believe in Per Ugly as a name. That's not true at all. There's no such thing as an ugly cat. It's just a fact. It's not even questionable, and it's not even up for debate. So I'm like Per Beauty. So Per Beauty took forever. They didn't stock Per Beauty until like a million years after they stocked literally every other sitting cutie in Gen 4, but I finally got her when she became available. And then Gen 5, the most recent sitting cutie release, I got Throw! I love Throw! He sits proudly in my bedroom on my dresser because he's so cute. I love him so much. Oh, this is the last turn. So I'm gonna actually add control to Wario so things don't just fly. So I am gonna control Wario for this last turn. Yeah, Odie has Volbeat from Gen 3. Is Volbeat Gen 2? I don't know. Can't remember. Gen 2 or 3? I feel like he's Gen 3 though. 3. Okay. I was like, I can't remember, guys. Why am I looking at this? Does this even matter right now? Hold on. 1, 2, 3. So I can get Happening Star, maybe. Whoa! I love Throw so much. Throw is my favorite because he looks like a Muppet. He does look like a character off Sesame Street, and I love Muppets, and I love Sesame Street, and I love Throw. And if I got him in-game, I'd probably name him Muppet or Sesame or something. Big Bird. I don't know. I'd probably name him something fun like that. Why are you doing this? Oh, that's true. I guess I could have taken over after Wario CPU had their turn. I'm sorry. I messed up. He didn't have any items, so I didn't goof, at least. I don't like Sock as much. He's too, like, he's not as cute. No offense, but... Oh my gosh, Odie has Nose Pass, too! Actually, that's not a sitting cutie. I just made him a Nose Pass. Because I love Nose Pass so much. He's just a big nose. But Big Everstone, right? Big Everstone. I hate this game. I'm so bad at it. Why is this the one I get to play? I don't want to play this. It should have been the one where you, like, pick the face. Can't ever see what I'm doing. Oh, wow, I'm so good at this game! Alright, sweet. Winner. Winner or dinner? Okay. 114. 1 star short. I don't know. Wario could come out on top. I gotta get the prediction ready. Excuse me. Throw is so cute. I could show him to you. I also have a little Gengar micro bead plush that's so adorable. I don't know how this isn't sold out on Pokemon Center. Maybe it is now, but I was like, oh, that's gonna sell out so fast. No. I ended up getting that with Throw just because I needed to hit $20 to get free shipping, and I was like, well, that's cute. I'll take it. Okay, minigame. No, this is not good. Wario has to get 2 bonuses to even stand a chance, and he didn't, so he lost. Alright, who's gonna win? I don't know. It's not Wario. Sorry to the one person that voted for Wario. But I did get that Happening Star thanks to that last turn, which I should have let Wario control. I'm sorry. I panicked though. DK! No! EK lost! Sorry. Sorry, guys. Peach was the runner-up in the poll, and she is the winner. Congrats to all the Peach enthusiasts in the audience that voted for Peach. Shame! Oh, sorry guys. EK eliminated Kong. I like it. Peach won for the 2nd week in a row. She did. Wow. She's on a roll. Enjoy my 33k points, winners. Yeah. Alright, let's look. So, minigames. Oh, wow. She had a lot. I was like, what am I looking at again? Oh, that was close, though. Highest number of coins was only 10 apart. Could have been Wario, but he messed up, so it didn't happen. And if he would have gotten that, he would have won. Again, by, like, coins. Oh, what am I doing? Happening. 5? Oh, he already had it. He didn't need my help. 1 chance time. Wario got a star, but didn't because Yoshi didn't have one. That was on, like, turn 2 or something. Alright, let's go. We're good. So, Peach wins again, which is unfortunate, but, you know, what can you do? I think what I'm gonna do is let the Starlift music play, And we talked about this last time, having Mad Libs after the stream. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a Mad Lib, woo, to close out today's stream, because like I said, I'm not streaming as long, just in preparation for surgery. And so I'm not gonna worry about a dual map today. But I am going to do a Mad Lib about, this one's called Portrait of Great Grandma. So if you guys want to throw out some words, looks like I need nouns, adjectives, part of the body, mostly nouns and adjectives. So throw out nouns and adjectives, you guys. And if you don't throw out enough, then I'll just do what I need to do. So let's see. Banana, Dr. Pepper, adjective, big, noun, let's see, spleen, okay, spleen, watermelon, noun. I'll put Yoshi in there. Adjective, adorable. Plural noun, blueberries. Lots of fruits tonight. Okay. A part of the body. Leg. Alright, leg. Adjective. Moist. Plural noun. Let's see. Does perfecto count as an adjective? I mean, it will. Perfecto definitely counts. I'm counting it. Well, Lily, thank you so much for the gift sub to Lily Lang.
But they're not your average points.
Just for that, I'll put Lily's in here as my plural noun. Thank you so much. All the bas to you, Lily. Thank you, Bowie. Thank you for the 22 gift subs as well. And then we'll do skinny. And I need 2 more nouns. Violins, okay. Plural noun, and 1 more noun. Doodle. Great. Okay, this is my portrait of great grandma. We're ready. I didn't need as many words as last time. Last time I needed like 417 words. Oh, I guess I could switch to this. Okay, so portrait of great grandma. Okay, wow. A striking painting of great grandma as a young banana has been hanging in our living spleen for as long as I can remember. A local art dealer believes it was painted by James McNeill Whistler, whose most big work, well, most big, great grammatical sense, most big work is the painting of his Dr. Pepper sitting in a rocking watermelon. It could be true. After all, great grandma was the reigning Yoshi of her day. With her adorable complexion, high cheek blueberries, and vivid green leg, there wasn't a portrait artist alive who didn't want to paint her. And she had no end of moist suitors. Over the years, she was courted by crowned lilies, of Europe, as well as the leading violins of American society. I've often wondered why she married Great Grandpa, because to tell the truth, he was kind of a perfecto he was kind of perfecto looking. So why did she marry him? Because he was too good for her, I guess. When I asked Dad about it, he said that Great Grandpa was the only doodle who could make her laugh. Isn't love skinny? questionable take, but, you know, it is what it is, I guess. So what else are we supposed to say about that? Right, Julie? She's like, I'm so tired. Alright, well, that's quite the interesting portrait, you guys. Love sure is skinny. I've often wondered why she married Great-Grandpa, because to tell the truth, he was kind of perfecto. Alright, well, that was interesting. Not as funny as the last two, but definitely interesting. We'll give it that, at the very least. Oh man. So dumb. Let's do one more, because that one was pretty short. Let's do one more, and I think the next one's short too, so... Okay. The next one's really short, so let's do it. Verb ending in ing, number, person in room. Oh, I guess I have to... Well, we'll pretend like these are people. I'll pick you guys. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna pick whoever's in chat. Person in chat. So you don't have to type that one, but... Verb ending in ing, number, noun, occupation, adjective, color, plural. There's all kinds of stuff here. Type of dairy food. Okay, number 503. I gotta do 27 though. Sorry, Odie. I picked Pixie. Noun, gamer. Okay. Person in room. Well, let's have Nightbot pick. Pink eagle soaring. Okay. Pink eagle soaring. It's a long name to write, but that's okay. As long as I can read it. And Yoshi! Other person in room. Yoshi. I'm gonna leave numbers off for the moment. Okay. Stinky cheese. For the dairy food. Stinky cheese. Do I have a color anywhere? Adjective, color... I'm looking. Sorry, guys. Verb ending in ing. Sliding. Sliding. Occupation. I'll do turquoise for color. Where's the occupation? Conductor. Conductor! No one wants to be the conductor when you could be like the trumpet player. Adjective. The doctor! Adjective and plural noun I think are the only things I need now. So, cookies works for plural noun. Cookies. And adjective loud. Okay, I just went with like the first things I saw. Sorry if I didn't pick everybody's words. This one didn't have as many, I'm sorry. Okay, this is called moonwalking. Moonwalking. The greatest true life space story is the one about our astronauts sliding on the moon for the first time. That actually makes sense. There were 27 astronauts. Shoot, should have picked 503. We all remember their names. Pink Eagle Soaring, ooh, who was the expert in gaming. Okay, that's gamer. It says gamer, but that doesn't make sense. So I'm gonna say Pink Eagle Soaring was an expert in gaming. Look at you. And Yo-Yo Yoshi, who was the ship's conductor. Oh my god, it makes sense! Who was the ship's conductor and conducted a series of really loud experiments with turquoise mice and cookies. So precious! You guys knew what this one was or something, because it's making way too much sense. It was a great day for America when they landed and said, what do you know? It really is made out of stinky cheese! How did you guys know? I didn't even know. I didn't even look at the title of this, and it's like, I just picked random things and they actually make sense. This one wasn't even funny, it was just accurate. It was just accurate. Like, what can I say? Astronauts were sliding on the moon. Impressive, because I understand that's kind of difficult to do. For the first time, there were 27 of them. Okay, that's a lot, but not unreasonable, I think, kind of.
That was way too perfecto.
Yeah, right? It was way too perfecto. Thank you for the bits. We all remember their names. Pinky Gull Soaring, who was an expert in gaming, probably is, because they're here all the time. They're on Twitch. Come on, gamer, gamer, gamer. And Yo-Yo Yoshi was the ship's conductor and conducted a series of loud experiments. Makes sense. They'd be loud. They're for space. With turquoise mice and cookies. So the mice turned like turquoise because of space, and cookies are good. It was a great day for America when they landed on the moon and said, what do you know? It really is made out of stinky cheese, which it looks like it is. Okay, 27 astronauts might not be likely today, but it's a lot more likely than 503. Wow! I didn't expect it to make sense. You guys were psychic. I don't know how, but you were. I didn't even say what the title was or anything. So, alright, let's do it. Let's thank everybody who was here today. Thank you guys so much for being in the chat, for being understanding of my AI stream. It's been a lot of fun just kind of catching up and real talk, sharing with you guys kind of how I've been feeling and what's been going through my head. I just really appreciate you guys stopping by and being part of this. It's been a lot of fun. I want to thank V Bowie for the gift subs, Scottman for the 10 gift subs today. We also had Yo-Yo Yoshi gifted a sub, Psycho Nacho Man gifted a sub, and has gifted so many subs in this community. Thank you so very much. Bree with the resub, thank you so much. Scottman, Psycho Nacho Man, Walugini, and anybody else who cheered bits less than 50, because anything less than 50 doesn't show up on here, but I know we had a few. Thank you so much for your cheers. And thank you again just for being here. I think that covers everybody on the extra like Streamlabs stuff. But yes, thank you for watching. It's been a lot of fun. And what else? Thank you to my patrons. Huge shout out to my patrons. I love you guys, and I'm gonna put out a little update for you guys in lieu of polls, because there haven't been that many for a while now. Or there won't be for a while now, just because of how Mario Party is going, and we're on like the last board of each game. So I'm gonna close out, you guys. I'm not gonna raid anybody. I'm gonna try and just keep this short and sweet, just so I can get going, and not have to do too much. So anyway, I love you all so much though. Thank you again for being here. Here are all of my links. They're shared in one fabulous singular link, thanks to Linktree. That has my Discord, YouTube, Etsy, Patreon, everything that I talk about, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. It's all on there. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, Scottman, for the huge donation too. Sorry, I just realized that one didn't pop up on there in the same place. Thank you so much for the donation. I really appreciate it. But check out my Linktree schedule, my normal schedule, which is about to go on hiatus because of surgery, is Monday, Friday, Saturday at 8 p.m. So I will be streaming tomorrow night at 8 p.m. I'm playing Toontown Rewritten. If you have the game, feel free to play along. It's going to be a fun time. I'm looking forward to it. I love you all so much. Thank you for listening to me gab on and on and on tonight while not playing at all and paying minimal attention to the game. So huge love to everybody. I will see you tomorrow night, hopefully, and if I don't, I'll see you soon. I'll see you on Discord or Twitter or somewhere, hopefully soon. So, bye everybody. Take care of yourselves. Have a great rest of your Friday night. Bye!